In this video, we are reacting to 10 WWE wrestlers who shockingly claim the lives of people. I can't say that word this early on in the video because YouTube will probably throw a fit and throw me in the shadow realm, but if you'd like to see the original created as content, please click the top link in the description. If the algorithm or the sub box has brought you here, I'm willing to hang out with you for like 15 minutes. Is that cool? Is it okay if we kind of vibe out? Me and you just kind of hang out here casually? Can we do that? Cool. If you want to react to content with us live on Twitch and my internet allows it, click that bottom link in the description. You might catch me live. I'm not telling you I'm live, but shh, you know, you might get lucky. If you're a youngin', I gotta ask you to leave. I do not react with content with the intent of making it for youngins because I use colorful language. I don't want you getting in trouble. I'm not responsible for you. Get out of my face. Go out and you'll play Fortnite on your TikToks, whatever the hell you do. With all out of the way, let's get right to the video.
The world of WWE is known for its intense drama and action inside the ring, but some wrestlers have been involved in real-life tragedies outside of it. A few have even been responsible for taking lives, shocking fans, and tarnishing their legacies. What drove these individuals to such extremes, and how did their actions impact the wrestling community? This is the story of WWE wrestlers who killed people.
I'd have to say within the pro wrestling industry, WrestleMania would be equivalent to the FA Cup.
Chris was a wrestling icon, admired for his intensity and technical skill. His career spanned 2 decades, earning him multiple championships and a devoted fan base. But in June 2007, the unthinkable happened. Over a horrifying 3-day period, Chris took the lives of his wife Nancy and their 7-year-old son Daniel. The wrestling world was left in shock, struggling to reconcile the man they thought they knew with these heinous acts. What could drive a seemingly loving father to such extremes? Theories abound, from brain damage due to repeated concussions to steroid abuse. But the truth may never be fully known. In the end, Chris chose to end his own life, leaving behind a legacy forever tarnished. This tragic tale serves as a stark reminder that even our heroes can harbor dark secrets, and that we must always be vigilant for signs of trouble in those around us.
Feeling a little AI generator-y. Feeling a little chat GPT-ish with this one, but I mean, that I can't really deny the facts. This is the facts presented in the video and the way they are presented. So, I mean, I guess I'm not happy. What's the word I'm looking for? I guess I'm relieved that they're getting the well-known one out of the way, like the super well-known out of the way, like, you know, right away. Because I was nervous they were gonna pull a fast one. Oh, by the way, guess you didn't see this one come. You know. What's up with the little graphic? There's a dude in that headlock. You guys can't see it behind the logo. There's a little dude in the headlock down here next to the web. Is that necessary? Yeah, it's a little distasteful. What's going on here? Oof. Jimmy Snuka, charged with girlfriend's murder. Charges dropped. Died before trial. Ah, shit.
A lot of people were, you know, they were scared, and I don't blame them, you know.
Jimmy Superfly Snuka soared into wrestling stardom with his high-flying moves and charismatic presence. His leap from the top of a steel cage became legendary, inspiring countless wrestlers who followed. But behind the glitz and glamour, a dark cloud loomed. In 1983, Snuka's girlfriend, Nancy Argentina, was found unresponsive in their hotel room. She died from head injuries, and suspicion fell on Snuka. For decades, the case remained cold, a whispered controversy
really
in wrestling
does.
circles. Then, in 2015, the past caught up with the aging superstar. Snuka was charged with third-degree murder, but fate had other plans. As his health rapidly declined, the charges were dropped. Snuka passed away in 2017, taking the truth of that fateful night to his grave. His legacy remains a complex tapestry of in-ring brilliance and troubling questions.
Ooh. Said this man Vern threw a 97-year-old man, causing a fatal injury. Why are we drawing old folks? No charges due to dementia. What the hell? Why are we launching old folks? Why are we projectile tossing old fellas?
Better selection than becoming a professional wrestler.
Vern Gagne, a wrestling legend and 10-time AWA World Heavyweight Champion, shaped the careers of countless stars. His influence extended beyond the ring as he founded the American Wrestling Association, revolutionizing the industry. But in 2009, tragedy struck. The 82-year-old Gagne, suffering from Alzheimer's, was involved in a shocking incident at a memory care facility. He threw 97-year-old Helmut Gutmann to the ground, causing injuries that led to Gutmann's death weeks later. No charges were filed due to Gagne's deteriorating mental state. This heartbreaking event cast a shadow over his illustrious career.
So we had oldie versus oldie violence, and he really took somebody out. That sucks. Not the original Yee. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Highlighting the devastating effects of dementia. Despite this tragic end, Gagne's contributions to wrestling remain undeniable. His legacy lives on through the countless lives he touched in the sport he loved.
They got the most deadpan, monotone voice of life. I am dying here. Oh, Scott Hall popped somebody? And see, look, what? Oh, whoa! Shot a man in self-defense at a nightclub. He got a body? Oh, wait. Nah, Chico, get back. Pow. That self-defense shit is real. It's all fun and games until you get sent to the gulag, right? Hey, I'm a ghost. I can make jokes like that. It happened to me. It's jet. So we just gonna skip past the Scott Hall entry. So we just go and jump to Brian Michael McGee stabbing his ex-girlfriend to death. Is that this video about to be in shambles? I don't know if I got you 15 minutes for this one. There's something happened with the script. Oh, it's hit it. What the fuck going on here?
Brian Michael McGee, once known as the future in WWE's developmental system, saw his promising career turn into a nightmare. On a fateful night in July 2013, McGee's life took a dark turn that would shock the wrestling world. In a brutal act of violence, McGee stabbed his ex-girlfriend, Bianca McGaughey,
That's actually really sad,
multiple
Mike.
times outside her apartment. The attack was so vicious that his first knife broke during the assault. What followed was a chilling series of events. McGee posted bloody images on social media and made disturbing admissions on Facebook. A high-speed chase ensued before his eventual capture. Facing the death penalty, McGee accepted a plea deal. Now serving life without parole, his story serves as a stark reminder of how quickly a promising future can unravel into tragedy.
Did hear about this great Khali one. There was a channel that covers tragedies in wrestling. I forgot the guy's name, but he definitely has a lot of really high quality videos where he retells the events. And I'm surprised it took me this long to hear about this shit. But yeah, I definitely did hear about that. If I remember to, I'll drop a link to that video in the description.
The Great Khali, towering at over 7 feet tall, was a larger-than-life figure in WWE. But before his rise to fame, a tragic incident nearly derailed his career. In 2001, during a training session at All Pro Wrestling's boot camp, disaster struck. Khali and trainee Brian were practicing a flapjack move when something went terribly wrong. Brian, who had suffered a concussion weeks earlier, landed awkwardly and died from head trauma. Though Khali was cleared of wrongdoing, The incident haunted him. Despite this early setback, he persevered, eventually becoming the first Indian WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Kali's journey from tragedy to triumph showcases the unpredictable nature of professional wrestling, where the line between spectacle and danger is often razor thin.
Billy Jack Haynes charged with the murder of his 85-year-old wife, Jeanette Beecraft. How do I pronounce that? Awaiting trial. This should happen in 2024. Oh, hell no. This shit is fresh. Oh, man.
I feel it's a very low blow. I don't, he can say anything he wants to.
Billy Jack Haynes, once a formidable force in the wrestling ring, now faces his toughest battle outside of it. In a shocking turn of events in February 2024, the 70-year-old former wrestler was arrested following a tense 2-hour standoff with police in Portland, Oregon. The charges? Second-degree murder and unlawful use of a weapon, stemming from the death of his 85-year-old wife, Jeanette Beecraft. The wrestling community was left reeling from the news. Haynes, known for his impressive physique and intense matches in the 1980s, had long been a controversial figure. He'd made outlandish claims about witnessing other murders, but now finds himself at the center of a real-life tragedy. As he awaits trial, fans are left wondering, what led to this devastating fall from grace?
Jose Gonzalez killed Bruiser Brody in a locker room. I actually heard about this one too. That was definitely in the same channel that did the Kali story. Yeah, I'm gonna link you guys to that guy's channel because he's awesome. He's tight.
Jose Gonzalez, better known as Invader the Front, was a Puerto Rican wrestler, but his legacy is forever tarnished by a tragic incident in 1988 that shook the wrestling world to its core. During a tour in Puerto Rico, Gonzalez became involved in a heated locker room confrontation with the legendary Bruiser Brody. What started as an argument escalated rapidly, ending with Gonzalez stabbing Brody multiple times. Brody died from his wounds, leaving the wrestling community in shock. In a controversial trial, Gonzalez claimed self-defense and was acquitted of all charges. The incident remains one of wrestling's darkest moments, shrouded in mystery and conflicting accounts. Gonzalez continued his career, but the shadow of that fateful night in Puerto Rico would follow him forever, raising questions about justice in the world of professional wrestling.
Yo, this fella named Ox Baker. He looks like a heel. You cannot be a face with his visage like this. It said he accidentally killed 2 opponents with a heart punch. Yikes, man. You kept doing the move after the first guy died? That's crazy. I would have to retire that shit for a suplex, bro.
Twice in the last 20 years I've hit people and they died in the ring.
Ox Baker, with his intimidating 6 feet 5 inches frame and signature handlebar mustache, struck fear into opponents and fans alike. His catchphrase, "I love to hurt people," wasn't just for show. Baker's devastating heart punch became infamous in the wrestling world. In a cruel twist of fate, Baker's signature move led to tragedy. In 1971, his heart punch allegedly caused the death of Alberto Torres. Just 3 years later, another opponent, Ray Gunkel, died after a match with Baker. Though both deaths were later attributed to heart conditions, the incidents cemented Baker's reputation as one of wrestling's most feared competitors. Despite the controversy, Baker continued his career, even branching into acting with a role in Escape from New York. Baker's legacy remains a complex mix of in-ring dominance and unfortunate circumstances, embodying the fine line between spectacle and danger in professional wrestling.
He Reminds me of that fella from the Mulan movie. The gray guy. He's the gray bad guy fella. He definitely reminds me of him for some reason. I don't know what it is. If we had the cast Nappa from Dragon Ball Z, I think we got a dead ringer. This guy looks like a Saiyan. Looks like an evil Saiyan man. Is the last entry Rey Mysterio? Cause that one is kind of crazy. Why we chose the fucking most friendly picture of Rey Mysterio to, like, damn. So you know he killed a guy, right? Like, ah.
What's that, sir?
I want to get this right off my chest right away. I'm surprised. I actually thought that you were going to be taller than
Rey Mysterio, the high-flying masked marvel, has thrilled fans worldwide with his acrobatic style. But on March 20th, 2015, a tragic accident cast a shadow over his illustrious career. During a match in Tijuana, Mexico, Mysterio's dropkick to opponent Pero Aguayo Jr. went horribly wrong. Aguayo collapsed
really
on the ropes, suffering a fatal cervical spine trauma. The wrestling world was stunned. Mysterio, devastated by the incident, called it the worst day of his life. Despite the accident being ruled just that, an accident, the weight of the tragedy weighed heavily on the beloved luchador. Mysterio's story serves as a sobering reminder of the real risks wrestlers face every time they step into the ring, where a split second can change lives forever. Thanks for watching. In this video, we took a deep dive into the shocking cases of WWE wrestlers involved in tragic incidents that resulted in the loss of life. It's a heavy topic, but one that shows the darker side of the industry.
All right, ChatGPT. Thank you. Thank you very much. Anyway, that was rather informative. I think anytime we run into one of these, the videos that have been, you know, magically put together by the power of my AI ancestors, I think we should treat them as such. Yes, very, very well. Should see the other guy's worst day. Oh, don't say that. The man definitely, it definitely got sent on the lightless walk, unfortunately. Yeah, there's a lot of instances where, like, shit just goes awry, but I didn't know fellas were getting shanked up and shot and shit outside the ring. That's crazy. Oh, man. But you guys can check out the original upload of the content if you'd like to, by clicking the top link in the description, or you can come react to content with us live on Twitch. You know how to find that link. I want to tell you how to do that. I was pumped before the video. Now I've got the bump. Yeah. Just had a AI voice tell us about fellas. This is catching bodies in a very monotone way. Said no, y'all cool, vertical guy, yeah. Vertical. It's all to be said.